I know, sir. Have a good one, eh?
Okay, take care.
YouTube family, thank you so much for joining me in another video. This video is really special to me, as you guys can tell by the title and a number of other reasons. We're going to be unboxing this beautiful trimmer, so let's start. So a quick backstory before we begin this beautiful unboxing of this machine and the review too, so stick around. I need another trimmer. I have two Babeless ones, the gold one and the black one. One of them is super zero gap, one of them the blade's kind of broken. I'm gonna replace it, but I've been meaning to get a new trimmer for a while, and again from like a different brand, not Babeless. So it's between this and the Andis T-outliner, the cordless one, because if you guys don't know, this one and then the Andis T-outliner, the cordless ones, they're obviously variations of the OG throwback corded one, sorry. And I went with this because when I first started cutting hair, I started off with the corded detailers and the corded fast feeds. Let me show you guys. So I dug this out of my barber tool shed on the very bottom drawer. It's kind of like my clipper, trimmer, graveyard, shavers, whatever stuff I used to use a lot, and nowadays I don't use it anymore. And I have the original Wahl detailer that I started cutting hair with. I also have the original Oster fast feeds. Those are also being released cordless. So if you guys enjoyed this review, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment. And when they do come out, I'll do a review of those too. So without further ado, let's unbox this machine. I'm gonna set up like a camera to capture the point of view or whatever. So yeah. All right, cool. Let's get this unboxing on the road. So obviously when you buy it, you're gonna get it like this. Very cool, very cool. Really quickly, I did notice that in the cordless edition, they included this preset zero gapping tool, which Babeless includes. So I can see Wahl's making big moves. Let's take that off. Wahl, professional, nice. So when you open it up here, this is my first time opening it up too, so I actually don't know exactly how it's gonna be oriented. Wow. Beautiful. I'm gonna set the box down really quickly and I'm gonna compare this to the corded one. I'm gonna take this thing off. This is like kind of to keep the blade safe, but you know, we're gonna turn it on I think a little bit. So right off the bat, you're gonna notice that the cordless one is a little bit bigger, nothing too crazy. It is still smaller than the Babeless one, but compared to its corded counterpart. Another thing you're gonna notice, the power switch on the corded one is actually at the bottom, whereas here they put it on the side. I don't think you're supposed to do that until it's fully charged, but who cares, right? Just a sound test for you guys. It's not that loud. I'm gonna oil it up. Obviously, hopefully there's gonna be oil in there. And I think it's a charging dock because the thing's right there. Just put these away real quick. So again, the machine, I'm just gonna set it down so we can open up the rest of the box. It's kind of hard. I wish Josh was here, but it's all good. So you're gonna open up like that. Cool. So right under that is the charger. I think the charger also goes directly into the machine, but I think there's a charging base in here. So let's check that out. So you're gonna notice that it comes with this bag right here. It has a manual, the little brush to clean it, the oil, which I'm actually gonna open up and use in a second here. It comes with these trimmer guards. When I was a beginner barber, I never really understood why they included these, because it's not very practical in a barber shop for people that use these, but there definitely is, you know, places and times to use it, like maybe sometimes on mustache. And there's a zero gapping tool, which I'm about to take out in a second too. Bang, bang, the guards. And then this will come in another zipped up bag. So we take that out, take it out. I think it's really cool that Wahl has included this because typically Wahl and Andis don't adapt as well as other newer companies do, but they did a really good job with this. I really don't want to zero gap these. I want to see how they come hitting out of the box. Again, this is going to be like a two-piece review, one with the unboxing, and then I'm going to use them for a few days, get some clips for you guys and gather my final thoughts. If they need to be zero gapped, obviously you'll see later in the video, but as of now, I have no intent of zero gapping them. Maybe I'll modify them a little bit, but I do want to try to keep them stock. I heard good things and I heard they hit coming out of the box, so we'll see. Okay, right after that, we got another manual, lithium-ion powered battery. And this is kind of nice. This is actually really nice. Is this like when you're using it, you can like dust it off, the hair that gets on there from the client? That's what I think it's used for, but we'll find out. And then last but not least, oh wait, another paper. And then last but not least, let me open this up. It is indeed the charging base. This is really cool that Wahl included it with this one. I have one for my seniors too, which I bought third party, I think. So I'll compare that with my senior charger. All right, cool. So if we move into this corner right here, this is actually a Wahl one, but I bought it without the clipper. It didn't come with the clipper. I bought it from Empire. Shout out those guys. So that's the Wahl senior one that I charge my seniors on. They're just chilling. And this is a new one that I got. So bang, bang, that's what it looked like. I just want to see if this will charge on this one. No, okay, completely different charging at the end here. So in case anyone was wondering, that doesn't work. I'm gonna plug these in. I'm gonna leave them overnight. Let them charge, and tomorrow I have a few cuts. Actually, hold on. All right, like I was saying, I'm gonna leave these on charge overnight here. My first impressions right now, I'm also holding the Babeless one in this hand. They both feel pretty comfortable. This one does fit my whole hand. I have like medium-sized hands, nothing crazy. This one, it does too, but like this part right here, it's longer than this part. So the blades on these, this obviously has like the Wahl one. I saw someone on YouTube skeletonize this. I'm not gonna. This one is skeletonized. I kind of wanted to whip these out just to, you know, show you guys side by side what it'll look like, the differences, whatever. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna leave these on charge. I'm gonna use it for my cuts tomorrow, get some clips. But first impressions, I have a good feeling, man. The Wahl corded detailer is, to this day, one of my favorite trimmers, detailers, machines. So if this can even live up to half of what it is, I should be pretty satisfied. But I'm gonna try as hard as I can to not be biased and, you know, talk about the battery life, the power, everything. So yeah, hopefully when I see you guys next, I'll still be happy about these. So if they're charging, this blue light, this blue LI light will flash, just so you guys know. And we're back. So it's been a few days. I've been using these trimmers a lot in the last 3 days. And I made a list on my phone of things that I wanted to touch on and things that I noticed while I was using these trimmers. So first things first on my list, I have ergonomics and the look of the trimmer. It looks just like the corded one, just like the original one, except obviously it's cordless. In my opinion, it's very ergonomic. There's a place for your thumb here, nice place to rest your pointer finger, I think, on the back here. Even if for bulk removal, it's super easy, just go like this. If you're doing your hairline or shaping someone up, very easy. You have a lot of control over what you're doing when you can just make light taps like this. Fits in my whole hand, and again, I have medium-sized hands, so no complaints on the ergonomics. 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. So next up on my list is battery life. To be honest, right away, I'm gonna tell you guys, I had 0 complaints with the battery life. When I use my trimmers, I use them for like the whole day, and then I charge them at the end, and they never showed any signs of letting up, slowing down, or becoming less powerful. And 10 out of 10. Just in case you guys were wondering, the battery life on these is 100 minutes, and it shouldn't take you 100 minutes to complete a haircut. And even if it does, these shouldn't be on for 100 minutes in a row. So yeah, you're good. So next up on my list is debulking. So debulking is like when you're obviously just debulking. And keep in mind before I say what I'm about to say, these have not been modified at all. They're completely stock, not modified, not zero gapped, and they debulk amazingly. I didn't think they would because it's a kind of a smaller trimmer. I don't know why I thought that, but I thought it would have lost power, which it didn't. One thing I will say though, this might be different person to person, barber to barber, depending how you fade. Recently, I've been balding out and debulking at the very end. I just do my fade and I leave it. It's kind of satisfying for me. I can see the transition that way better. It's more gradient till the very end. It just helps my barber's eye. And what it does is, it's very powerful, don't get me wrong, but it leaves kind of a stubble line. But I really like that because then I know how high up to take my shaver without creating another guideline. So it's super helpful if you use that technique. So right after debulking, I have lining up. These are so good, man. Stock too for lining people up. I'm a pretty heavy-handed barber, I would say, and sometimes I tend to press harder than I know I'm doing. I'm working on getting better at that, but it's crazy because my Babeless ones, they're zero gap, and sometimes like the skin would get red and irritated or whatever. Never to the point where it cut anyone, but it would just get really red. And with these, like, it's crazy, man. It doesn't aggravate or agitate the skin at all. Matter of fact, I asked most of my clients that I use these on, yo, do you feel this? Does it hurt? Is this pulling hair? And majority of them said, bro, I can't even feel you using it. So I don't know if they were capping to not hurt my feelings or they're being for real, but these are really amazing, especially if you're a heavy-handed barber. Light-handed barbers, you can work magic with this too, I promise. Moving on, I have the crunch / the sound of these trimmers. They're not loud at all. If I play them here, it's gonna sound louder. I don't know why it always does that whenever I'm recording it or I have a mic up to it. They always seem louder, but I promise they're not that loud. Like, this is actually really quiet for a trimmer. The camera's probably gonna, you know, make that completely can. So yeah, they're not loud at all. And what I really like is when you're lining people up, you can really hear the crunch of the hair. That's something that, I don't know, I just feel a lot of trimmers have been missing recently, and I personally really like it, especially the sound of the crunch. So if you're like me, you're definitely gonna like that. And last but not least, the price tag. I don't think I'm missing anything else. If I am, leave a comment, I'm sorry. But the price tag, I got these for 180 Canadian, and I think that's pretty average for a trimmer of this caliber. A cordless, really good company, really good trimmer product. So yeah, 180 Canadian, I can't really complain. It came with a charging dock / base, good battery life, amazing ergonomics, really powerful trimmer, great sound. So yeah, that's pretty much all for this review. If you guys have any questions, again, leave a comment. Feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. If you are considering buying these trimmers, I will leave an affiliate link down below. It really helps out the channel. And if you're new around here, be sure to subscribe, share this with a friend, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.